Multiplying by 7 using number bonds to break 7 apart. When we start off multiplying by 7, we know that 1 times 7 is essentially 1 7. And if you have 1 7, you have a total of 7. Multiplying 2 times 7 is when you have 2 sevens. You have 2 sevens, that's 7 plus 7, that gives you 14. As you start getting higher, you can use the answer from the last one that you know, the last answer that you know, like 2 times 7, to add it together. For instance, 3 sevens would be the total of 2 sevens plus 1 more 7. So because of that, I could say that 3 sevens is the same as taking 14 plus 7. Now here's where the number bond comes in. Sometimes it's easier just to add to the next 10. So if I have 14 and I want to get to the next 10, which would be 20, I could break 7 down with using my number bond strategy to get to 20. So what do I need to get to 20? I need 6 more to add to 14. So because of that, I can break 7 down into 6 plus 1, which would give me 20. 14 plus 6 would give me 20, and 20 plus 1 is 21. And so these are the strategies that they're looking for you to use, the number bond strategy. Because I know that 3 sevens, or 3 times 7 is 21, I could use that to figure out 4 times 7, or 4 sevens. So 21 plus 7 more is going to give me the answer. Now I know if I add 9 more to 21, that'll get me to the next 10. So I don't have 9 more here. I only have 7. So I could add it, and I have 28 here. So that gives me 28. But you can keep using that number bond strategy for the next one. I wanted to do 5 times 7. I know that it's going to be 28 plus 7 more. I know I need 2 more to get to the next 10. So I can break 7 down into 2 plus 5 and add 28 plus 2, which gets me to 30. And then I have 5 left over, which leaves me to 35. So that's one strategy you could use. We all know that you could also use skip counting. So here I have counting by 7. 7, 14, adding 7, 21, 28, 35, and so on. If I wanted to know what 7 times 1 is, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I could keep going. Also, to figure out the division, you could also use counting by sevens. For instance, 42 divided by 7. I could count by 7 until I got to 42 and see how many times it took me. So when I look up here at my counting by 7, I see that it takes me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times counting by 7 to get to 42. So therefore, 42 divided by 7 is 6. One last strategy you could use when you want to divide is you could make that number of marks. So I could make 7 marks. And I can continue counting on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is here. If you didn't already have that, you can continue count on. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, which is here. And count on 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And you can continue to do that. And if you did, you would see that you would have to count them 6 times before you got to 6. And that is, and by the way, you might want to number it so that you know how many times you've counted. But that is counting by 7 or multiplying by 7 using number bonds, skip counting, and using tally marks.